my name is Jack. I've been playing guitar for about 13 years now, and I'd like to go over how to play the C major scale in the first position with you on the guitar. So the first steps are, first you want to get set up with your guitar in the proper position. I like to put it on my left leg since I'm a right-handed guitar player. I'll prop it up on my left leg with the body of the guitar between my legs and the neck of the guitar almost chin level. This is the most comfortable position for me, and this is how a lot of classical guitar players play in the seated position. After that, you want to make sure that you have your hand in the proper position. You want to be turned around the guitar neck like this with your fingers up so that you don't lay over top of any strings. This will give you the best angle so you can play all of your notes crisply. Also, you want to be sure that you grip your pick the proper way. It's not even necessary that you use a pick. A lot of guitarists play without a pick. But if you're going to use one, you need to grab it the right way. And you just want to lay it on the fat part of your thumb and then lay the side of your index finger over the top. And this is how you'll grip your pick throughout. So all you'll need, all the materials that you'll need to play this scale, or any scale really, are the guitar, a nice comfortable chair unless you're playing standing with a strap, an optional guitar pick. You don't have to have one. I'm going to use one because it's louder and it's easier to hear on the video. And also you can optionally use a metronome. Metronome is especially good if you're just beginning or if you're going to have a decently long practice session. It's great to practice with a metronome because it can also help you practice your timing, and you can try to build up your speed with your scales that way pretty easily as well. So once you get set up and have everything you need, it's time to start learning the scale. So I'll walk with you through this scale one time really slowly. What we need to realize first is that the scale goes, it's a C major scale, okay? So there are no sharps or no flats in the key of C. That's why that's the first one you should learn probably, because there are no sharps or no flats. And every note is a whole step apart, which this is a whole step. Okay, this is a half step. This would be a half step. So every note in the C major scale is a whole step apart other than E and F and B and C. And one more thing I'll tell you real quick before we start is we need to know the names of all the strings from top to bottom, or bottom to top of the open, each string open. So you have E starting from the top going to the bottom. You have E, A, D, G, B, E. It's Ead Gebi is an easy way to remember it. That's how I learned when I first started. So the first string open is E, and then remember I said a half a step to F, half a step between E and F. So we have a half step here, E and F, then a whole step to G, then the next string open is A, whole step to B, half a step to C, the next string open is D, whole step to E, half a step to F. The next string open is G, whole step to A, the next string open is B, half a step to C, whole step to D, next string and the last string open is also an E, half a step to F, and then a whole step to G. And then backwards, I'll start from G. We have G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G, F, E. So that is the C major scale from low to high and then high to low. And it's good to practice it that way. Just run back and forth from bottom to top and then top to bottom, kind of like. And you can build your speed up as you work through, you know, each time. That's why a metronome is great. I wish I had one with me, but I don't. It's really important when you start learning how to play, and even through your whole playing career, to not neglect playing your scales. My guitar teacher told me that scales are like multivitamins. You have to practice them, and you have to take them, and you have to do it, or your playing's going to suffer. Your performance will suffer. It's a great way to start or warm up all of your sessions. That's what I like to do. So, going over the steps one more time. Get set up with your guitar in a nice, comfortable position. A lot of guys play like this with it on their right leg. This is not optimal. This is the best way to play. This is the most comfortable position to play in. Get set up, get comfortable, get your proper hand position, not too flat, or you'll mute a string. You know, trying to play a string above, you'll accidentally grab that below if your hand's too flat. Rather than that, we want to curl it up. Curl your hand up, so get that proper hand position. Thumb not on top of the neck, but behind the neck. Like this. Not like this. You want this. So get that proper thumb position, and that'll give you the proper hand position that you need so that you can... And then just practice it. Say your notes out loud when you're first learning E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And that'll help you make that connection between what note am I playing and where's my finger at. And you'll be off and running with your first major scale in the key of C. Thank you for listening.